I put a beanie on top of my golden brown locks. No one will ever love me. I'm so quirky and so clumsy. The abusive orphanage owner walks in. You're being adopted, you dumb bitch. 5 seconds of summer walked in the door. Luke winked at me.
It was a nice Sunday morning. I was putting my hair into a messy bun and getting ready for the day. I stared into the mirror and put on my mascara. And then my mom burst through the door exclaiming, "Sorry, Anna. Had to pay the bills somehow. New owners here." New owners? Bye. Gotta do what I gotta do. He's outside. I shake nervously as I reach for the doorknob to see my new slave master. I'm Harry.
I roll out of bed, put my hair in a messy bun, and walk into my living room to see my brother's best friend, Jungkook, sitting on my couch. He rolls his eyes. "What's up, you ugly bitch?" "Why are you so mean to me?" I ask. "Isn't it obvious? It's because I love you." Then
I think Jungkook really likes me. He told me about his traumatic past, and then I told him my secret that I was a furry. I see a letter on my locker. "Stay away from my boyfriend, you dumb turd-nugget bitch, before I tell everyone you're a furry." I knew it. He was a player, and he told my secret.
I throw my red hair up into a messy bun. The orphanage owner walks in and says, "Pack up your shit! You're being adopted by BTS!" I open my door and see Namjoon smiling at me.
I ripped my beanie off my short blonde locks as I realized my dumbass mom didn't buy me 5 sauce tickets. Again. Just then, I hear a knock on the door. "Oh, honey, I got you something even better. Meet your new owner. Luke Hammond."
I wake up with yellow eye crusties from crying myself to sleep the night before. I put my coal black hair up in a scrunchie because I'm just so quirky. Just then, my addict of a mom burst through the door and said, "Pack your things. I've sold you for more Xanax." My new owner stood behind the door. "Adele?"
It's been 5 years since I convinced Jungkook to stay here in South Kentucky. We're married, have 1 kid, and another on the way. Our life is so great, until I discover that Jungkook is a vampire. What does this mean for me and my children?
After being bullied by my peers, I went to the bathroom to clean myself up. I fixed my shoulder-length black hair and decided it was time to make my way to class. I walked into English and the sub said, "You're late."
There I am, straightening my fucked up bangs because I'm unique and different. I contemplate suicide. My mother then walks in and states, "You failed abortion. I will be going on a business trip. You will be left with your stepdad, who's no other than Mark Zuckerberg."
I put a beanie on top of my golden brown locks. No one will ever love me. I'm so quirky and so clumsy. The abusive orphanage owner walks in. You're being adopted, you dumb bitch. 5 seconds of summer walked in the door. Luke winked at me.
I was skating down the street in my ripped jeans, and all of a sudden I saw Logan Paul. He said, "Hey, you look cool, do you want to move in with me?" And so I said yes. 5 seconds later we're in his house, and then the white oatmeal was working. Zach winked at me.
Home alone again, it's the one to know the play.
In bed at 3 a.m. trying to summon Satan, I hear my phone ring. It's my alcoholic uncle. I pick up the phone. "Hello?" He responds, "I'm selling you to Shane Dawson."
I quickly open the letter. "Hey, YN, I'm sorry about Lisa. She's obsessed with me ever since I broke up with her. Anyways, I'm leaving for Colorado. I love you." So he really does love me. I need to see him to convince him to stay. Will I be too late?
I put my naturally green hair up in a bun. While I wait for the bus, my mom pinches my cheeks, and as the bus driver pulls up, he says, "Hello, Thurman, it's your first day at school." I think, "Mom, I'm not like the other kids. I'm weird and my pants are too tight." I walk into school and, oh my god, is that Ronnie Rad?
I pull my short brown hair into a top knot. The magazines always said it was the sexiest hairstyle, but I've never had a boyfriend in my entire 18 years of living. As I'm walking to school, a black van pulls beside me and kidnaps me. It's Louis from One Direction? What?
I put a beanie on top of my golden brown locks. No one will ever love me. I'm so quirky and so clumsy. The abusive orphanage owner walks in. You're being adopted, you dumb bitch. 5 seconds of summer walked in the door. Luke winked at me.
"Sorry I'm late," I exclaim as I enter the classroom. Everyone looks at me. I'm so embarrassed.
I pull my raven locks away from my hair and smear my eyeliner. The professor turns to look at me, and what? It's Tom Holland!
I close my creepypasta fanfiction. I'm just too quirky and different. Not even my abusive, alcoholic, drug-addicted parents love me. Suddenly I hear a knock at my window. Jeff Coot, I thought you were just a story. I'm here to take you away, your name. You're a creepypasta now. And from that...
I run into math class and everyone stares at me. The first day, and I'm already the quirky one. I'm so sorry I was late. My alarm didn't go off, I try to explain, but the teacher turns around. And oh my god, is that Brendan Urie?
I wake up to the sound of my druggy mom calling me downstairs. In the kitchen, she's standing next to Niall Horan. He looks at me. We're buying you as a sex slave. Me and the boys are taking you. I look at my mom. What the fuck, Mom? She shrugs and does some heroin.
I put on my Akowski robe and I got my guitar. I told the evil orphanage woman, I'm leaving, bitch. She slapped me across the face and said, you're getting adopted, nigga. And it was no other than 5 seconds of summer. Then Ashton looked at me and told me it was a werewolf.
I run into math class and everyone stares at me. The first day, and I'm already the quirky one. I'm so sorry I was late. My alarm didn't go off, I try to explain, but the teacher turns around. And oh my god, is that Brendan Urie?
I wake up and put on my infinity scarf and throw my dirty blonde hair into a messy bun. My meth head aunt walks in and I told her, I'm out this bitch. She grabs me by the bun and said, bitch, you thought I sold you for meth. To who? It was none other than Canadian rock band's Nickelback.
I run into math class and everyone stares at me. The first day, and I'm already the quirky one. I'm so sorry I was late. My alarm didn't go off, I try to explain, but the teacher turns around. And oh my god, is that Brendan Urie?
I put my naturally green hair up in a bun. While I wait for the bus, my mom pinches my cheeks, and as the bus driver pulls up, he says, hello, Thurman, it's your first day at school. I think, Mom, I'm not like the other kids. I'm weird and my pants are too tight. I walk into school and oh my god, is that Ronnie Rad?
Hello, my name is Annie, and my friends are forcing me to go to this stupid One Direction concert, and I don't even like One Direction. So I went to my room and put on skinny jeans, crop tops, and Vans to go, because I don't even feel like dressing up.
I woke up around 9. I sat up on my bed and watched Attack on Titan for about an hour. After, I watched some Dan and Phil videos. I yawned and got up. I put on my favorite pair of leggings, stare at myself in the mirror, and say, why am I an orphan? Then I hear a knock on my door. It was Dan and Phil. They adopted me.
As I brushed my black-brown locks, I sighed. I'll never be like the other girls. I'll know I'll never be. They're all so perfect. And then there's me. My name is Gabby Hannah, and this is the story of the time I found out that I was the monster that had been there all along.
I woke up and combed my silky blonde hair. I put on makeup to hide my ugliness. Then I went for a walk. A mysterious car pulled up beside me, and before I knew it, I was being kidnapped by a hot werewolf.
Woke up in the middle of the night. I heard a loud noise. My long brown hair was in my face, so I tied it into a messy bun, and I rubbed my blue orb so that I could check the time. 4:20 a.m. My mom was in my room. I could tell by the smell of cigarette smoke. She glanced over at me.
Get up, bitch. Pack your shit.
She dragged me out of bed and pushed me into the living room. That's when I saw him.
I need to pay the bills, so I sold you. This is your new owner, Danny DeVito.
As I was walking home from the bus, because I missed it, quirky me, I see my autistic grandma on the floor. I press her life alert button, and all I see behind me is Elon Musk roll up in his Tesla with a doctor's bag.
I throw myself onto my bed and pull my diary from underneath my pillows to start pouring out my emotions. Suddenly, there's a knock at the door. When I open it, I'm shocked. There's Gerard Way.
I quickly opened the letter. Hey, YN, I'm sorry about Lisa. She's obsessed with me ever since I broke up with her. Anyways, I'm leaving for Colorado. I love you. So he really does love me. I need to see him to convince him to stay. Will I be too late?
I turned on the My Chemical Romance CD that's blasting through my room. No one will ever love me. My quirk is useless, and I'll never become a pro hero. Then, the orphanage lady tells me I'm getting adopted. It's Katsuki Bakugo. He's adopted.
I put a beanie on top of my golden brown locks. No one will ever love me. I'm so quirky and so clumsy. The abusive orphanage owner walks in. You're being adopted, you dumb bitch. 5 seconds of summer walked in the door. Luke winked at.
I entered the classroom, anxiety making my palms sweat. Hello, I greeted. Before I could finish my greeting, the teacher ordered me to sit down. I sadly nodded my head. First day and I'm already an embarrassment. As I sat trying to work, I hear a hush hey from next to me. I turn and see it's Naruto Uzumaki.
I put on my glasses and Naruto headband. My abusive and drunk mother walked in and said, "Pack your suitcase. Your new daddies are here." Daddies? Oh my god, it was One Direction. Niall went into cardiac arrest.
I turned down the Sanity's Fall CD that's blasting in my room. I'll never have anybody to headbang with, and my dad is never coming back. Then the orphanage lady comes in and says you're getting adopted. It's Sal Fisher. He's adopting me.